glorious, fun, nitromethane in the day, and then again tonight we're going to do it again. Exciting, explosions.
This is old school drag racing.
I've got 4 hot women who are out here kicking butt.
We get up here to the starting line, this game on, it's a serious battle.
We just hope to keep the momentum going. We know that ride's going to end someday.
Anytime you open that blue barrel of nitromethane, anything can happen.
Racing's in our blood. This is my 43rd year. I've raced ever since I've been a kid.
You can't drive by sight, because if you drive by sight, you're too late.
It's game on. I don't care who's in the other lane. It's all about winning that Ironman.
We're not giving up. It's going to be hard to hold. Our plan is to kick everybody's plans don't always happen.
Anything can happen when the tree goes green. This is the IHRA Nitro Jam. The third stop takes us to Bradenton, Florida for the Southern Nationals. If you missed it last week, you missed a lot. Mountain Moto Pro Stock saw records fall. John DeFlorian in his Black Diamond Motorsports Pro Stock smashed the 5-year-old record of 223.95 miles an hour by running 226.70 at 6.224 seconds.
Yes! Yeah! Yeah!
John collected his first Ironman of the year, an emotional victory that he dedicated to his mom.
That right there, that's for my mom. That's for my mom. She died last week. I really want to get this one for her. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, I'm so happy.
You did it with 6:22.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, what kind of speed did it go?
You want to hear this? Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I'm ready for anything.
226. It's a new IHRA record.
Yes! 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 Thank God! That's awesome!
Oh,
thank you so much.
Oh, no, so proud of you.
God.
Nitro Funny Car saw Jason Rupert put together back-to-back wins in his Black Plague Camaro.
Are you happy with the final ET?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we wanted to do.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Celebrations tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nitro Harley saw Randall Andros beat veteran Jay Turner.
$634.
Wow, when you're doing low 30s or mid 30s, somewhere right there, it's a good, easy ride.
Did you see the other guy go red? Did that?
I did not, but he told me he cut a 0.10 to start with. I said, that's all right, we're ready for you. We had a 0.9. It's all good, you know. We've been friends and racing together for a long time. He's cool as a popsicle. He's good, man.
Nitro Altered saw Ron Hope in the Rat Trap take home the victory.
H-flat.
Wow, that is, I'm almost ashamed to take that, but hey, it was first, I guess.
Elaine Larson edged out Dawn Purdue to close out a fantastic San Antonio Nationals.
Was I the quickest and fastest? Come on, a girl's gotta know she's the quickest and fastest! Yes? Yeah. You win. 570! Congratulations! You know, this was a huge week for Larson Motorsports. In Tucson last weekend, you know, things just didn't go as well as what we had planned. Chris and I have been working so many years, that's the husband. We've been working so many years to get to this point. I've got 4 freaking hot women who are out here kicking butt. I am so proud of them. Every single one of these girls deserve an Ironman.
Now our action moves to Bradenton, Florida for the Southern Nationals. First up in Mountain Motor Pro Stock is Kevin Bilko and John Koenigshofer. Making a single is Todd Horner.
You're pretty hard, didn't you?
Kerry Goforth and John DeFlorian. Nitro Funny Car, Mike Halstead and Wayne Mellinger. Ronnie Young. Mike McIntyre and Bruce Litton. Next up, Tim Boychuk and John Hale. Boychuk making a single because Hale has problems. More IHRA Nitro Jam drag racing action from the Southern Nationals in Bradenton, Florida when we return. Welcome back to the Southern Nationals in Bradenton, Florida. When the first round of qualifying started, there was one big question on everyone's mind. Can Jason Rupert win his third in a row? And first up against the hot streak Black Plague is none other than Mr. Explosive, Mark Sanders.
Here, plugs are in, we're good to go.
Like many teams out here, drag racing is a family affair, but for Mr. Explosive, it goes a step further.
You got it ready to go, baby? Crew chief, Jake and Sting, got to be about. Are we ready to go or what?
His son Jake not only tunes this car,
You want to leak check it just so we know the rings are still good?
but he built it from the ground up.
All right, it's time to go back to work.
All right, time to go back to work, they said. Time to put it in there, and we'll try to advance up here for the first round of qualifying coming up.
Jake appears to be a little unhappy with that run.
He shut off early.
Sometimes racing takes more than just being good on the track. Sometimes it takes showmanship. Case in point, meet Joey Strinati.
This is real racing. See that? Duct tape. My boots are held together, my leathers are held together. See if the whole track will hold us. I've been the world's fastest, 6.14 with a 238 mile an hour in a quarter mile. Las Vegas, Nevada, I went 238 mile an hour, set the speed record. And that is the world's fastest Harley Davidson. My bike makes 1,000 horsepower and 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. When I say it rotates the earth that much. I'm the low buck team here. It's me and my wife. We have no money, we have no spare parts, but we're David and Goliath. And let me tell you something, my stick's big, and I knock on their doors. We worked all year long. We haven't made any passes. We fired it up just about 30 minutes ago. Now we're gonna try to take 1,000 horsepower Nitro Harley, 2,000 foot-pounds of torque, and make it down the racetrack and qualify.
The demands on bike and rider after sitting so long could be more than they both bargained for. Let's see what Joey Strinati can do after laying off for a year, running alongside Mike Scott. Next up, we got Mark Cox. As qualifying continues, Steve Dorn, Mike Pelrin. Randall Andros and the Bulldog, Jay Turner. Now we get into the crazy Nitro Altereds, Don Blackshear and Shane Harder. Ron Maroney and Brian Hope in pure hell. Next up, Ron Hope and Mike Hilzebeck. The Jet Cars, Marisha Falk and Kat Moeller. Elaine Larson and Dawn Purdue.
That was good. That was good.
When we return, more qualifying excitement from the Southern Nationals. This is the IHRA Nitro Jam. Welcome back. The playing field starts fresh at every event. While drag racing is a sprint, the drag racing season is a marathon. Mountain Motor Pro Stock saw Kevin Bilko and John Konishofer up first. Next up, John DeFlorian and Todd Horner. Dean is not pleased with Todd's run.
Terry, go for it. Man, I tell you what, we're making it tough out here this weekend.
It's going to, come around tonight. I believe a low 20s out there, and there's a lot of good cars back behind us. A couple of guys struggled, and they're very capable of putting us on the trailer, and then just a good crop of cars out here.
Kerry lays out a 629 in his second qualifying pass, and Dean likes it.
Jason Rupert, that black plate Camaro, you guys are thundering.
Yeah, it's definitely running good. We're glad everyone's here to watch us, and hopefully we can do good again.
Jason Rupert throws up a 570. And Mike Halstead hasn't quite got it dialed in yet. Mike McIntyre rolls to a 595, and Mark Sanders red lights. Bruce Litton is 6 flat with a 9, and Tim Boychuk finishes qualifying with a 593. Don Hale smokes the tires, and Ronnie Young rolls with a 629. Now the Nitro Harleys try to best their qualifying spot. Steve Dorn 646 and Jay Turner 745. Mark Cox 636 and Mike Pelrin struggles with an 1149. Mike Scott smokes the tires, and Randall Andros runs a 652.
Joey Sternati, you got more left for everybody, don't you?
If I can hang on to it, I sure do. Like my wife says, hold on to that thing tight and let it go, let it eat.
Joey Sternati continues his time at the ball with a 629.
I told my guys it's going to be 29. They didn't believe me in the heat of the day, and I still chopped it off early, but we ain't going to tell them other people that. It ran out the back door, and it was trucking. It pulled me off the bike. I can't hold on. Right about 1,000 feet. I just tuck in, and it's off the brakes, let it coast through. Next round, here we come.
The action in Q2 isn't quite over yet. It's time for the fuel altereds. Don Blackshear 640 to Mike Hilzebeck 667. Ron Hope 684 and Brian Hope 658.
Ron Maroney coming at us. Ron, coming in as the points leader. You want to go out as the points leader, but this will be a tough field tonight.
It is. It's always a tough field with this group of racers. Our main rule is you have to start in your own lane.
And pray.
And pray. The name of my car is Blind Faith for a reason. That's what it takes to drive one of these.
So, Ron Maroney, your points champ, has a not-so-championship pass. Rounding it out is the Jetsy Lane Larson, 585 to Dawn Purdue's 577.
Marisha, what are you going to do tonight for the ball?
Hey guys, yeah, we're having a blast out here this weekend, and let me tell you what, and I was able to put the best numbers, not only this season on my Embry Whittle Jet Dragster, but of its entire life. And I know my boss or Dawn, one of the two, are going to be coming for me later on this afternoon, and we are kicking butt, and we are ready to see what happens in the finals today. We are excited.
Marisha's teammate Kat Moeller is adjusting to her first year in a jet.
I started out racing junior dragsters here at Bradenton when I was younger. When I first started out, I was going about 70 miles an hour, and then I worked my way up to going 90 miles an hour in the junior, and now I'm going about 300 in the jet car.
And Bradenton is her home track.
Thank you. So it's great to be close to home, and all my family and friends are coming out to watch tonight.
Kat still suffers from rookie nerves. She qualifies fourth, and Marisha moves into first. IHRA Nitro Jam Southern Nationals will continue with the finals from Bradenton, Florida, when we return. Welcome back to the Southern Nationals. It's the finals. Mike McIntyre takes a solo to kick off funny cars. Jason Rupert goes up against Tim Boychuk. Rupert's 585 at 248 beats Boychuk's 587 at 243.
That was an exciting race, man. We both had to pedal it. Cars were shaking, and we were lucky enough to come out of it on top.
Joey Stronati is up for a single and runs a 637.
It felt good?
It felt good to about 1,000 foot, and again, I don't have parts and pieces like these other teams. I'm low budget, okay? So I shut it off, okay? But we'll bring it to the finals now, and I'll put everything in it. The kitchen sink, my mother's kitchen sink, and your kitchen sink.
All right.
Mark Cox and Randall Andros line them up.
We had to kind of sneak up on it a little bit today, not over-tune ourselves. We stepped it up because conditions are getting quite a bit better. So it's exciting. We're ready to go to the final, man. It's awesome.
Pyrotechnics, mixture of gas and VHT. Going to do a fire burnout in Ron Hope's rat trap.
Fire burnout is something that was really done in the late 60s and early 70s. They're actually outlawed. So we kind of took a risk, but we thought we'd give the fans a treat. And we did, and from where I sat, I just saw lots of fire. So I don't know what it looked like on the outside, but I understand it looked pretty good.
Let's see what Ron Hope and Shane Harder has for us. Harder takes the win. It's the rookies Dawn Purdue versus Kat Moeller. And it's a win for Purdue.
And actually it was the first time two rookies ran against each other. We never ran against each other before, so it was like, you know, I mean, kind of like nerves wracking, but you know what, I think we did a good job.
The Mountain Motor Pro Stock Finals start with Kerry Goforth facing John DeFlorian. After DeFlorian's emotional victory last week, can the momentum carry? Florian red lights, and Kerry gets his second win of the year.
You know, our guys are the best in the business, and I don't want to do anything to take away from that. I actually thought I lost that round. So that's the first time that car shook the tire since September, but I think we've all learned a lesson here, and you know, I'm thrilled for my crew, and this is the place to be. We love IHRA, and we love everything they're trying to do for us, so I really appreciate everything. Thank y'all very much.
Nitro Harley is having an interesting day. Mark Cox at his first event of the year, and Joey Stronati at his first event of the year find themselves one round away from an Ironman.
Well, here's the final round. I will hold that thing wide open. If it takes the heads off or not, it's going wide open.
It's no guts, no glory for Stronati and his crew chief wife. Why did the bike set for a year?
We started a new business, so we had to put at least a year into that and really focus, and and that's why we did choose to sit it out, because we couldn't, give it our 100% all. It's not your normal drag racing.
Cox's 629 at 220 put Strinati on the trailer, ending an epic day in Nitro Harleys.
And again, 1,000 foot, I was coming off the bike. My life's not worth it. I love my wife and kids too much. But you know what? It's a race for me. We will come back again.
Nitro Ultras kept the drama going as Don Blackshear goes up against Brian Hope. Blackshear drives to victory with a 616 at 227.
We're just learning how to tune the car. It's been making good laps, and finally that run, I decided to run it to the finish line. I don't know what it ran, but it was sure hauling the mail down through there.
It sure was, Don. The IHRA Plenty Car class has been dominated by this man this year, Jason Rupert. Can he get his third win in a row? Or can rookie Mike McIntyre get his first win of the year? It's called racing for a reason, and Rupert couldn't answer the call.
I was doing the burnout and it started just shuddering real bad. We didn't want to oil the track down, so I did the burnout and backed up pretty quick and shut it off and pushed the thing out of the way.
So with Rupert's car hurt, McIntyre gets the win.
Yeah, it went good. We got lucky with the break in the other lane, so either way, it's great.
But they deserve to win, and more power to them. That's great.
Finishing out the night in the Jets is Marisha Falk against Elaine Larson. Elaine turns on the red bulb and Marisha gets her first Ironman of the year.
It's the dang announcer's fault. No, really, it was my fault. I red lit. I'm so proud of Larson Motorsports, Team Miller Welding, Team IHRA.
And I can't thank Chuck enough. He's stuck in there and in the pits. He was giving me the motivation I need to keep going. And can't thank him enough.
Girl.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. It's a good win for us. Thanks.
There you have it. Join us next time from West Palm Beach, Florida for the Palm Beach Nationals. For all of us here, I'm Clay Millican. And we'll see you next time on the IHRA Nitro Jam.